Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Pirlo. And here's Messi.
And it's Fletcher. Bellingham. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar. And a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Neymar. Varane spots it and intercepts. Darren Fletcher.
And it's Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Neymar, and it's Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And he thumps it clear. Calafiori kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bellingham is always looking to break lines. Best. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Now it's Torres.
He might be in here! Nicely shaped ball. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Tries to play it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Ukraine clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Here's a sharp little ball here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Goes for a shot!
Roberto Baggio. And the counter is on.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Czech gets it clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he was quick to react.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That wasn't the greatest of balls.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Danger averted for now. It's a searching pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Abiati sends that a long way. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Searching pass he's played there. Pirlo. That's good running with the ball. And this is Pato. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Ukraine have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Can he get it through? And this is Pirlo. Crosses it in. Oh, well played, well played. And here's Torres. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Torres! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Torres! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
More and more pressure on the ball here. Bellingham.
Birmingham couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Roberto Baggio. It's Adriano!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Pato. Camavinga calmly anticipates. And it's with the keeper. So we've reached the hour mark. Looking for the run. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Costa Curta. Bellingham. Pirlo. Calafiori. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Pato. Oh, it's Pirlo. Now the delivery. Oh, what a climb! And he can clear it away. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Rafael Varane. That looks a decent ball. It could be in here. Good claim. No margin for error there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Roberto Baggio! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution for Ukraine, number 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 19, George Best.
Camavinga does
Number
really
7,
well to win the ball there.
Baggio. Coming on the field.
And that
number
interception
17,
was most
Judas.
necessary.
That was
Number
well
10,
played, well
Messi.
stopped.
Number
This is
11,
Adriano.
here's Rodrigo.
Chance to deliver. Up he
Substitution in
goes!
progress.
Just off target.
Yildiz certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Just about up to 75 minutes. That pass isn't the best. Darren Fletcher. Menu.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, that's well spotted. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good run down the left-hand
That
side.
was lovely, that.
Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. Varane cuts it out. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Spread it left.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's been shifted off it. That ball looks a good one. Oh, can he get onto this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great vision.
There will be
90
1
minutes
minute
gone
added time.
and nothing to show. And it's Doué. Oh, it's Yildiz. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
And that has been cleared. So that's it. It is all over. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
So Jim,
And
how
if
do you
do
reflect
have a
on
chance
what we've
today,
seen?
please take some
Ukraine
time out
can
to give
always
your
take
support
more
to our
positives from a
devastating
result
fund.
like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That has been slung wide. There's the crossfield ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And this is Adriano. Darren Fletcher. Elise. Tries to pass it through. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. And he's there to belt it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Darren Fletcher. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Darren Fletcher is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he was quick to react. And that has left him in a heap.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Elise. He's had it taken off him. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Best, very much a man of this moment. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the shot's on here. Roberto Carlos clears. Tries to play it through. Nice interception, well timed. And that was very necessary. Played down the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the counter is on. Oh, this is a great position. Darren Fletcher. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And back to the keeper they go. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is one way to stop him. Roberto Baggio. Elise. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Howson gets over and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's a good ball out wide. Roberto Carlos puts his foot on the gas. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adriano. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's a dangerous ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Abiati. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And the first half is done. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period,
Just
perhaps.
a quick request today for everybody to
To
please
attack on the
kindly
first 45
remove any
minutes.
cars parked
Solid,
on the road outside
very
the
solid,
stadium.
actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution on the field, number 17, Olise.
And the second half
Coming
gets
on
underway.
the field is number 4.
Ukraine have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Chooses to go back, caresses it through, well read, and the danger is averted. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tries to thread one through, it's played through for him. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Looking for options for movement. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. That's been slipped through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That looks a cracking ball. Best. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he plays one through. He's found... It's Neymar! A real chance and a real let-off.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Adriano can be a real threat inside the box. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a little off target. Oh, not quite. And he's quick to get it clear again. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we...
Goes for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Bellingham. Number 42, Musiala. Number 15, Adriano. Number 21.
Roberto Carlos plays it short.
Coming on the field.
Ukraine
Number
are looking to
37,
go forward now.
Mainu. Number 8.
He has found the way through.
Number 10.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Doué.
Number 11, Messi.
Here comes the corner.
Substitutions taking place.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Torres. Now it's Yildiz. And he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's been caught napping. Darren Fletcher plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's picked it up out wide. Well, they could break here. Now it's Yildiz. And it's Doué.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Adriano. And he thumps it clear. And here's Yildiz. Mainu. Oh, no joy this time.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
It's a promising position. Mainu engages and forces him off the ball. And that is a little undercooked.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That is good alertness. Darren Fletcher. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has ended up in no man's land. Doué is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. It's a really well-measured ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he goes cross-field. Yildiz touches it back. Yildiz! That's a shade optimistic. And that is as far as it goes. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
And
Yeah,
now,
this looked
to
the
all
most
members of
likely
the
outcome,
crowd,
but we've
I'd
had
like
a
to
good
ask you to
variety in
join
this
me
game,
wishing
despite
our
it being
birthday boy
anticlimactic.
a very special birthday.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.